going to scrapbook and yap about my experience about posting continuously for 30 days on Instagram. So I've been making content for many years now, but I didn't post as consistently as I would have liked to. Same case with here on YouTube, but I've always liked making YouTube videos, so here I am. I've always liked sharing like DIY projects or crafts in general. If you scroll way back in YouTube, you'll also see that's the kind of content I started making first, and then I shifted to Instagram and made like random reels. I like the content that I make, but I don't think it's necessarily engaging to people. I wanted to challenge that and post something of value for 30 days straight. And I've actually been wanting to craft, and if you're someone like me, you will need something to hold you accountable so that you actually do something. So I decided I'll put myself on the internet and I will actually stick to a 30-day schedule, which I did. I'm so proud of that. So before I started this, my Instagram followers were, I guess, around 535 or something like that, and none of them like really interacted with my content. I mean, my friends and family did, but other than that, nobody else did. And all of these followers actually are bot followers, which I got when one of my video went viral like years ago. And I didn't necessarily have a niche. I kind of posted all sorts of stuff, be it my crafting or travel vlogs or whatever. Basically, I just posted stuff that I wanted to post without thinking much. But I genuinely wanted to build an audience or grow this account, and I knew that I could not grow it without like actually having a structure for it. So I decided to make the series. So my goal was to hopefully grow an audience. I was not really expecting the kind of growth that I got. I know it does not seem like a lot, but for me it is a lot, because my account was stuck at like 535 followers for years, and for it to grow the way it did, it really means a lot to me. And I wanted to bring like a structure or some form of niche. To be honest, I'm still struggling with that, but we'll get back to it later. Basically, make this account active again and maybe build like a community. I don't know, I'm trying. And also I wanted to improve my skills of like shooting and editing my videos. I would say I'm decent at it, but the trends keep changing and edits keep changing. I wanted to form like a structure there as well. Like when you look at someone's videos and their editing style or the way they record, even before you see their like profile picture or the user ID, you will immediately know whose video it is. I wanted that sort of consistency to my videos. I don't know if I achieved that. I just had like a title that was going on for the 30 days, but I wanted to explore that as well. So before this, I actually had like a series, not like a continuous series, but I would post every now and then called I Am Bored. I just thought it was like so cool and so quirky and all of that, but it didn't do as well as I thought it would. So I just thought I'll just name it straightforward, like 30 days 30 crafts. While I was making that I Am Bored series, I had a bunch of ideas that I wanted to do and execute, like craft ideas. I started making those and shooting the videos before I actually started posting. You know what I mean? Like I shot some stuff way before and then edited them. And I did that for 1 week, but then I sort of got caught up in stuff and I didn't actually make those crafts and record them. So I had to record and edit them in the same day and then post it, which was a little hectic, but I still had a lot of fun. Crafting and DIY hobbies has become like a buzzword these days, but I've been doing that way before it was cool, and I wanted to take my place in this crafting creator thing. just going over the videos to like see what all happened. So I started off with like really small ones, like easy to do ones, but then I was like, I don't know, I'm gonna do whatever I want and not really care about if people can actually recreate this. I've actually been wanting to like sew more, and I started getting all these sewing ideas. I knew that I cannot now make the series entirely about sewing, but I did include a lot of sewing projects. One such project that did amazingly well were the towel crafts. Like basically I used daisy cotton towels like you'd get in daisy khadi shops, and then I used that as like fabric to make night dresses, cute sets, a top, and I even made like an ottoman out of towel. It turned out so cute, honestly. Towards the end you can see a little bit of, like I'm trying to manage stuff because I was actually pretty sick that week, but I didn't want to break the series. I already took 1 day of break and I just wanted to continue. It was just like 4 or 5 days more and I didn't want to stop, so I just did like random stuff here and there, but all were really cute. So I did this in the month of May, and I've been wanting to make this YouTube video for a while, and I finally got time to sit down and chat. The first thing that I learned was how I've forgotten the joy of creating. Yes, I'm making this series, yes, I'm posting every day, but I genuinely enjoyed it so much. I felt like a child again. Like I've spent so many days and years wondering how I've stopped feeling the joy of creating. Like I would do the things, I would do a craft, but I would not feel that joy. There was always some sort of pressure for it to be perfect or for it to come out beautifully because I'm going to post it online. But even though I am doing all those things even now for this series, I still had so much fun and I let go of all of these, and I just woke up every day thinking about what craft I'm gonna do next. So my series was named 30 Days 30 Crafts, where I replaced doom scrolling with crafting. To be honest, in the beginning I did not replace doom scrolling. It actually led more to doom scrolling because I was looking for ideas and stuff. But then later on I was like, I got a saturation because I was looking at the same ideas and I didn't want to do like same stuff. Okay, so I was yapping at the camera for like almost half an hour without checking that it wasn't recording. Oh my god. I don't have a script, guys. I'm just like literally talking to the camera as I go. So I have to like say a bunch of stuff again. I have written them out this time, like on a piece of paper. And I just thought I'm gonna like I just thought I'm just gonna shoot it like this. I'm gonna shoot it from the front camera as it is. So another thing that I think a lot of artists would relate, I would wait for the right project to come along to use my supplies. But during this series, I literally just started using whatever I had at home, and I actually felt so good using them. I did a glass painting on this window, and that was literally the second time I used the glass paints, and I had so much fun using those glass paints. They were literally lying in my cupboard for like over 6 years, I think. My sister used them for the first time in her room, and that's it. That was the only time they were used, and they were just in my cupboard, and I finally got to use them after 6 years. Sure, they did turn a little thick, but still they worked fine. The liner was pretty good as new. Same with my sewing machine. I've only recently started using it to its fullest potential, and I'm having so much fun. Another thing that I learned is that there's always time during the day to do something creative. Sure, I am in a place of privilege where I don't have like typical 9-to-5 job. I have all the time during the day to craft, but some of these projects that I did, especially the ones that I did when I was sick, they were so quick. It just took me like 30 minutes or so. That just made me realize that there's always enough time for the things that you love and you want to do, even if it's just like 10-20 minutes or even like half an hour. Another thing I learned, especially about making content on Instagram, is that it only works when you're authentic. I have tried so many different things to grow my account. All these tips and tricks given by Instagram gurus who tell you to use a different kind of audio, a different kind of hook, a new trend, a new editing style, or whatever. I've tried all of them, but only when I stopped desperately trying to grow but prioritize just being myself and creating and doing what I really like doing, only then I actually saw the results. You'll only know when you actually experience it. And it's fun too because I am now much free and better on camera than I ever was. I still have a little learning to do, but I think I'm much better. The best thing about the series was how creatively satisfying it was. I realized that I'm putting too much pressure on myself about the outcome of the craft itself, and also because I'm shooting content about the outcome of the video. And I think this always happens when you like put too much effort into certain pieces of content. They don't do that well. The most random things that you do, they're gonna get all the traction, all the engagement. That's exactly what happened with me with my Blinkit Flowers craft. I just did it out of the blue. I did not expect it to do as well as it did. I actually got like a hate comment on it. Because of that, I got more comments, like arguing if the craft is a good craft or bad craft or whatever. But I've heard somewhere that to get engagement, the best thing you can do on Instagram is to actually piss people off. But I think that's exactly what happened in my case. I was just happy that I was finally getting some engagement. The videos that I did after that also did really well, especially the towel craft videos. That top that I did, it's not like my original idea. It's been around, people have been doing it, but it did so well. I think it's around 140k views, which might not sound like a lot to a lot of people, but to me it's a lot. And finally, if you ask me if consistency is the key, I'm gonna say maybe, because I have been consistent in the past for a month, that too. But the difference that I did is last time when I was consistent, I was just like posting the most random stuff every single day, but I was consistent as in I was posting it daily. But the content was not really engaging and there was no structure and didn't stand out as my content. But this time around, it did have some sort of structure and it was a series. It had a theme and it had so much value. I think that's the reason it worked this time. And I'm so happy with the kind of engagement and growth that I've got. I'm now at 1600 followers, which again is not a lot to a lot of people, but to me it is. Now my next steps, I'm still thinking about them, I guess, because it was fun to do this continuously for 30 days, but I really needed a break after that. And once I took that break, it is sort of hard to come back, because as much fun as I had, at the back of my mind I was always like, maybe I would have done these crafts way quicker if I wasn't shooting them, you know what I mean? But I do enjoy shooting and I do have a lot of ideas, craft ideas, sewing ideas that I do want to share, but I don't know how to structure them or put them in a niche. That's where I'm struggling. And maybe here on YouTube as well. Oh, by the way, I also posted the same videos here on YouTube Shorts, but they didn't do that well, but that's okay. I need to be more engaging, I guess, in my videos. They add value in terms of showing like how to do something or how to make something, but I feel like they don't show my personality or me as such, and I think I need to work on that. I've been posting stories, but I guess those are not that engaging as well, so I need to figure that out next. And another thing that this series did is it actually brought some traction to my other accounts, my design account and my small business, because I have them linked in my bio. I wasn't posting on those accounts for a while now, but it still got some engagements and some followers because I did this series and this profile got some views. So that was my experience posting 30 days continuously on Instagram. And I also want to like do YouTube, because I've always enjoyed doing YouTube. I just like long form content. I like watching it and I like making it. So I'm thinking maybe next I'll do my small business journey. It's been around 6 months now, and maybe I'll do like a 6-month wrap up.
What do you think? Okay, bye.